This is a Do You Validate podcast.
If you can make it in the Riff Tank, they'll give you the green light, and you can even walk away with your life.
I need a captivating story with characters on the fly.
I know this better be good. I wanna die. In the Riff Tank, this is stressing me out. Oh God, I hope this is good. Because I don't wanna die. In the Riff Tank. Would you not interrupt the theme song?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Riff Tank. As always, I'm your host, Joel Ruiz. Sadly, we did run the idea of I'm the Problem, or I forget what the movie title was, but obviously it wasn't good enough because my last two co-hosts were killed by Fortnite for Dogs. We all know how that went down, so I am joined by my two new co-hosts, Greg and Ian.
Hello.
Hi.
Before we let them introduce themselves, we got to do what we always do, and that's start the clock. Because the shark is angry. It's our producer. We want to make him happy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. But right now, angry as hell. So yeah, y'all go ahead as the two new permanent co-hosts of Riff Tank. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
He just took 15 minutes. 15
Yeah,
seconds.
he's
to do
taking
that.
so much of our time.
Listen, I gotta. if people stop dying on the show, I want to introduce new people. So
Okay.
do better than the last four hosts.
I
Greg.
didn't know this was life stakes.
I know.
Yeah. tell your
Greg, go
tell your
first.
husband and wife that you might not be coming back to this comedy podcast.
I just made dinner for my wife and or lunch and left it there for her and said I'll be back.
Well,
So I don't know what's going to happen now.
she was like, I don't know what happened. Greg just said he was going to go do a podcast.
Yes.
Greg, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Greb Behrens. I am a stand-up comic from Atlanta, Georgia, and I don't do anything except come on your podcasts.
There we go. We got an exclusive here, y'all.
Why'd you say it like that? I am Greg Behrens?
I don't
got
know.
Greg locked down. I broke his spirit.
I'm a little nervous about the shark now.
Well,
Right?
yeah. I guess I should disclose to people before they accept the job that you'll die if you do bad.
Right?
Yes. I don't know why I did it so
I don't even like
robotically.
people crossing my name out on a lineup after I've gone up.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that I'm hypothetically dying.
No, you're
everywhere.
real dying. This
Oh,
is
no.
You can't not. This is podcast law, baby. You would never do a joke.
Oh, God.
A fake premise.
I want there to be the possibility that I might still go back up
Right.
again.
Yeah.
Just promise me that
Cross
someone will
my
get in a
name out.
fist fight at my funeral, okay?
I'll get in a fist fight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, are you
personally.
like down the line going to have like a resurrection kind of
Listen,
maybe all stars type
I'm
of
just
thing?
happy that I haven't died yet, because I've also been given I've been pitching the ideas too.
Yeah.
But we got a real "don't kill the messenger" vibe here at Riff Tank, so that's why I'm always the one to running up the ladder.
Right?
Okay.
And then if they're like, "We hate that," I'm like, "It's actually the other two. They came
It's
up
their
with
fault.
Yeah.
I was pushing back the whole time,
Yeah.
being like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. Disposable co-host is
Yeah.
pretty brilliant. I can't believe no one else has
right.
come up with that.
Right?
Yeah. Ian, you're gonna introduce yourself too.
Okay.
You're so you looked at the clock.
How much
so
time
many
do I
times.
have? I've never talked to two straight people for an hour before. Okay, my name. Wait, how did Greg do it? My name's Ian Aber, and I'm a comedian out of Atlanta, Georgia. And I don't do much but shrug my shoulders. No, I'm Ian. I'm a comedian out of Atlanta. Shrug.
Shrug. All right, great. So, as always, we'll be picking some prompts. Before we pick our prompts, patrons of the Do You Validate Patreon get to submit prompts. We also get to submit how we die. Well, you too. I feel
Did
like
they know us specifically, or just whoever it was?
No.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be weird if one of these was your greatest fear? This one is sent in by Luca, and if we do not make a movie or a TV show good enough to appease the producers, we'll be cubed like in Resident Evil.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Not cubed like in the cube, though.
No.
Or the Cube 2.
No, like the Mila Jovovich
Yeah,
Resident
like
Evil
you're-
film
yeah,
where
you
it slices
get-
her with the laser.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
Okay.
cubed
Or not
up,
her, but-
which is kind of like they do that in Cube, but there's
It's gonna
multiple
take
ways to die.
It's gonna take a minute if they're gonna cube me. Let
Yeah.
me just tell you that.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm going to be more chunk.
Yeah.
how big are you? Yeah, how
They're
big
gonna
is
have
the
to
bid?
cut me into pieces and then cube the individual pieces.
We still haven't gotten a bigger bowl. because production is tight. We keep having to do signing bonuses.
We're gonna need a bigger bowl.
You keep your fish in.
This is. He's dead. He was the first co-host. Okay.
Wait, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole sentence.
It's a whole sentence. So we'll each go through. We'll read our prompt and who it's from, and then we'll pick which one we want to do best, and then we'll figure out what we'll spin the wheel to see what genre.
Did the Patreon people also
Yeah,
submit
these are all Patreon people.
I got
If
one-
it
I
sucks,
got-
they paid for their chance to send us a shitty one.
A lot of patrons for a murderer.
This isn't
Yeah.
even
Do you know how many people want to fuck serial killers? Like Ted Bundy just got like a new one, and I just keep ripping this. What is yours? You look so confused. Is it
Well,
bad?
mine doesn't even. It's not even like a whole sentence.
What is it?
Lowercase. It starts with a lowercase. Has to center and celebrate Chessbox, the sport of kings, and that's from Luca, who also wants to cube us.
That's what they want. I think they mean like the
I don't know what any of those words are. Though.
Well, then we probably won't pick that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we get to choose between
Chess
the three.
box. Does anyone know what chess box
If
is?
we really hate them, I don't know what chess box. Is it
Chess
like
box? Chess?
Chess
The word
box.
chess.
Boxy.
Boxy, the sport of kings.
I'm happy. See, this is good because if we shit talk their submissions, people will know to do better next time.
That's
Luca.
Luca, God, I mean, I liked the Resident Evil.
Yeah, means
cubing.
of death.
I feel like there's no
100%.
punctuation and
Well, it does
no
have a comma.
capitalized letter or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
It's just like a Cormac McCarthy novel.
Thanks for your patronage, Luca. It's really nice for
Chess
the money.
box.
I understand why you left the patron there.
Oh, did he leave?
No, I don't know if they left yet, but we're shit talking
No,
what
now
they
they're
sent
going
in. But it's good. They deserve it. If you're gonna take the chance to put yourself out there, people need to know that art's bad.
Well, Luca, you should also know everyone here is very high, so you have to like keep
Yeah.
that in mind too. Like,
Yeah. What's yours?
Mine is Fortnite for dogs
Oh yeah, that was submitted as both a prompt and a death.
for Behrens.
Yeah, from Beers. And then mine is a crime thriller about Sumerian copper merchant. I don't know what the fuck this is either. These are all real wild ones. I think for the first time, let's all redraw a prompt. Because I don't know.
yeah, I don't know how I'm going to make this about intersectional feminism. Is the hardest part of that.
Well, I'll redraw.
Unprecedented.
Okay, unprecedented. There's a first
We're going to
time
have
for
like
everything.
10 minutes to design
Yeah.
this.
We just got to get
Oh
the.
my God.
Okay.
What'd you get? The longest?
I got one from the same person.
Beerus?
Yes.
Listen, the certain people really went off on the Patreon.
And it's so long.
This one's great. Go ahead.
Okay, you started off.
Okay. Heist crew opens up an empty vault and realize that the real treasure was the friendship they forged along the way. Now must figure out how to parlay that friendship into something that can pay off the crime syndicate that they are in debt to.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah.
Here's the
It's a
thing,
long one.
We can also combine premises as well.
Why don't you just call it "Now You See Me 3" though?
Because
Let's
these
just do
are
that.
these are like props. See, yeah. Once again, what's yours?
Mine is petty rivalry between the founders of two rival frozen yogurt chains, and that's from Sarah.
Okay,
And I love that.
I
That's
like
not
that
bad.
one.
Yeah.
Mine is Lord. I think I pulled this one and we put it back. Lord of the Swings, a swing dancing epic tale of bringing swing dancing back, told as a grand story a la Lord of the Rings, from
Okay.
Ali T.
Okay.
Lord of the Swings.
Lord of
Lord of
the
the
Swings.
Yeah, I'm into that one too. Are we gonna set it in the '90s? Like
We
because
get
there
to
was a big
decide.
swing dancing revival in the '90s.
Yeah, this is up to us to decide.
I got karate chopped in the throat at a Squirrel Nut Zippers concert in
What
the
the
90s.
fuck?
Somebody was like swing dancing like crazily, and they karate chopped me in the throat in the middle of the swing. I had to pull on someone's chain wallet to like get up.
Chain wallet.
I did.
There was
Okay, but
definitely a lot of
anyway,
Use
those.
somebody's bowler shirt to wipe off
Yeah.
the blood.
Are you sure it was a chain wallet and not a pocket watch chain?
Could have been.
Could
Could have been a
those
pocket
as well.
fob.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So what are we feeling? I like the yogurt one, honestly.
I don't
think
hate
that's
it.
good.
Yeah.
I think this one
Can
kind
we
of stands on its own.
combo? Can we combo them all together?
We can combo. I think this one.
What is that one again?
This is the Lord of the Swing, where it's the revival of swing dancing. I think that this one stands on its own too much. This one has some legs because yogurt rivals and then a heist can be kind of similar.
Right.
Now I'm gonna put this one back. Now let's real quick. Which one do you want to spin the wheel, the genre wheel, to see what we get?
Ian, you can spin the wheel.
You gotta spin it hard. It's shitty.
Spin it hard.
What'd you get?
Well, it didn't even go around all the way.
Just spin
We
it
have to
better.
play
Spin it better.
Price is Right rules, right?
Yes.
Well, this thing sucks. It's not gonna do a Price is Right style.
Noir.
All right,
Noir
so
style.
we're doing noir genre film.
Noir. Is that how you say that?
Noir, yeah, like the old spy.
Noir?
Isn't it noir?
Noir. I don't fucking know.
Pronounce your own last name real quick.
No, we're not doing this.
Because you said, how do you say it?
It's Ruiz.
Ruiz. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been calling you Ruiz this whole time. I'm so
Here's
sorry.
the thing. I didn't know. I thought it was pronounced Reese until I was 18 because my dad was really ashamed about being Hispanic, and he's the most white passing out of all of his brothers and sisters. So him and my mom told me it was Reese. I believed them because they're my parents.
Yeah.
And then I met my Hispanic family when I was like 18. And they heard me say my last name, and they laughed. And they're like, oh, is your dad still trying to act white?
Yeah. I wonder if they're really called Ruiz's Pieces.
It's not at all, because the way Reese's Pieces is spelled actually is pronounced Reese.
Yeah.
Mine is for sure Ruiz.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little different.
So how do you pronounce it now, then?
I say Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But you say
noir
incorrectly.
Yes.
Noir. How do we say it?
Noir?
Noir. Is it new? What are we doing here?
Our last line of the movie should be, "This is noir, baby.
It's noir, baby.
This is noir, baby."
Here's the thing.
That's how you know it's noir.
Most of my listeners from my other shows know that my chosen medium as of the last few years is podcasting.
Yeah.
And I'm terrible at saying words correctly.
Well, that's fine.
So it's a fun little.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's good for audio.
Now
Now I'm going to feel nervous every time I say noir.
That's all I ask.
Noir.
Is that your
No,
word?
how do we wait?
Noir.
Now I'm in my head though. What is it?
Noir.
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 There's a noir in town.
Noir.
Do you say yes and new?
Yes and no. What? Is that what we're doing?
Noir.
Oh, new. I hate
Noir.
this. I hate this.
Just say noir, bro.
Nar.
Nar.
Nar. Yeah,
One
like
of them
gnarl.
Film noir. Nar. Have we gotten it? Normally, have you gotten into the movie by now, or?
This is the third episode.
Yes or new?
minutes.
Yes. New, we normally don't do that.
Noir. I'm shredding the noir. Okay, so I've never written a movie before. Are we writing it, or are we just talking it out?
We're coming up with the premise. Listen.
Okay.
Movies,
So which one?
We're coming up with like the idea of it. We're not like writing like line for line. We're doing the pitch.
Okay.
To bring it upstairs.
When do the executives get here?
This is like the elevator pitch.
47 minutes.
So we press the emergency on the fucking elevator, and we're like, we got you for an hour.
We're like,
bro.
hey, listen, we got
trapped
this
him.
meeting.
Here's our 1 hour elevator pitch.
Nobody.
It's over in like 45
planned.
seconds.
I had these 3 pieces of paper in my pocket. Which one? I like yogurt. I like
The rival
yogurt, frozen
chains.
yogurt stains.
I've been watching Fargo, and it just feels like it should be set in Minnesota.
We can set it in Minnesota.
In the
I feel like
50s.
that's a real. We want to do it in the 50s.
No, I don't know. I just
Minnesota doesn't seem like the greatest place for rival frozen yogurt.
Oh, what about
places.
That's why they're really.
What about
cute.
like Miami Beach, 1932 or something,
Yeah, there you go.
or
Yeah.
78?
Somewhere
be a gay person.
Noir.
So there can be a gay
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's all about how frozen yogurt isn't even really frozen yogurt? It's
I mean, this is up to us. We're not
You're
asking for
asking a lot of-
permission. We're pitching to each other.
I was just pitching to y'all.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Or what about? Well,
Here, we'll
I don't
put yours
know.
back.
Are we on frozen
Sorry,
yogurt or
Behrens.
the?
No, I like
I
frozen
like the
yogurt.
heist movie because then you
Yeah.
have all the little heist characters.
So you want to combine? This is be the first.
And my favorite
This is
franchise
two firsts.
is
First time
Now
we put away 3
You
prompts.
can't see me, or is that what it's called? Now you see me.
Now
That's
you
my
see me.
favorite franchise.
Yeah.
The one I don't know the name
My
of.
favorite franchise is the ones where you don't see him with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I like him.
Every time that movie comes on, I make pain. Like I watch it all the way through, and he's like, "Why?" Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why would you watch this more than once? And I'm like, you know.
I also agree. I don't
and
know
then I
why.
just talk up how good it is, and like how Jesse Eisenberg is a relatable main character, and he can support a whole movie. And wow, they really are utilizing Woody Harrelson great, and Mark Ruffalo. Oh, nobody can get enough of Mark Ruffalo.
Welcome to our Now You See Me fan cast.
Yeah, this fan
With
podcast.
Ian Aber and his.
I'm just riding the clock out. Okay.
I like how you're like, I don't even like my name crossed off the list, and now the threat of death. You're like, let's fucking.
Let's just go. We gotta count it down to the end.
I'm already dead inside.
With my Now You See Me riff.
Yeah. This is what the people want.
Morgan Freeman. There's a lot of Morgan Freeman.
Is it just like bad Ocean's 11 or worse?
It's so
It's because the
it's offensive, like to your own.
how much you have to like accept that is unbelievable in what they pull off, and also like the amount of stuff that they plan, and they're like, well, I knew he would do this, so I had this
the
magic
double,
trick
triple.
ready.
Oh, okay. Oh,
The
and
double-
it's
the
high.
They use all magic.
Yeah, it's all yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
Oh, it's delightful.
Well, if you don't die, we can do Now You See Me 3 next time.
Okay.
I'll tell a patron to submit Now You See Me
fair.
3 peekaboo.
Yeah,
We just got to
the
get
final
through
peekaboo,
the dueling
Yeah.
frozen
the
yogurt
last
chains.
trick.
I mean, I feel like right off the bat we need 2 good frozen yogurt names.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
2 frozen yogurt place names.
Mr. Licks.
There's our
That's
gay
the one that has the
character.
gay
There's our gay character, Mr. Licks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Very provocative.
Yeah.
They actually,
we need like a wholesome.
yeah.
like,
I was gonna say because I feel like Mr. Licks is like, since we're in Miami, it's just like dudes in speedos.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like hot cookie in San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah.
So it's wholesome without the W.
Well, no, this. We're cooking now, baby.
Yeah.
Let's not make a movie. Let's open up a
yogurt
frozen yogurt shop where it's just hot dudes in speedos
Mr.
showing
Licks.
a little bit of tasteful.
Yeah.
And making that's our bikini baristas.
Okay.
We're going down to Miami.
Yeah.
We're starting a business. See, now you're not dying. You're leaving your wife to go start a very gay business.
a very
in
gay
Miami.
business in Miami. That makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Then what's the other?
So this one, it has to be like a mom and pop wholesome with a W. Like our family values are what make our frozen yogurt good. I think they're the ones that have been around.
What is the one that like TCBY is the country's best yogurt? I can't believe it's not yogurt. So like a family like
This is like they're like the family establishment that have been around, and then I think Mr. Licks moves in and is like dominating the market. And so it's like we got our, that's the rivalry. It's like Mr. Licks is like new, but they're killing it. They came from like San Francisco, where gay people were invented.
No, he's a Cuban immigrant.
There we go. I think
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
And
his name is Felix. So
Felix.
it's like Licks Lix.
oh fuck, this is actually really good.
Yeah,
as a
that's
business
pretty
idea.
good.
So Mr. Licks, Lix.
Lix Licks. Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
And so then it's not. He's like, and then people are like, "This is provocative." He's like, "No, that's just my name."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so and then they're racist.
you try to eat frozen yogurt without licking it.
You gotta lick it. It's all tongue.
You gotta lick it as their catchphrase too.
You gotta lick it.
And you're like, I've never come up with a movie idea.
I haven't been looking at my camera either. You gotta lick it. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta please vogue to the camera for the Mr. Licks. You gotta lick it. Okay.
All right, so mom and pop frozen
mom and pop
yogurt place.
real tight knit. They mom and pop had sex like however many times they have kids is how many times they've had sex. They might not even have kids.
No, they have like 10 kids.
They have 10 kids.
I feel like it's a generational wealth frozen yogurt family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and now they're really.
Because I want to root for Mr. Licks.
Yeah, like I feel like
Mr. Licks is our like hero.
Family. What about just family frozen yogurt?
What a bad name.
I know, but that's like the whole.
And that's what straight people
That's
would
the
do.
whole
The
point.
family's
That's what
best
shitty,
yogurt.
and they're just kind of like,
It's all about the family.
we don't need. They're Italian now.
Yeah, it's not gelato. It's yogurt.
They're Italian.
Yeah.
They're like, we got thrown out of Italy because they kept saying do gelato, and we're like, no, frozen yogurt.
They're New York Italian.
New York Italian.
Yeah, New York
Okay.
Italian, generational wealth, New York
Italian,
Italian
yep.
family.
Yep.
Maybe this is where the heist tie-in comes from because they're mob
I
family.
don't know if we're gonna tie a heist.
Well, what if?
I mean,
what
we got
if?
heist.
What
got
if we?
41
What if
minutes.
we Romeo and Juliet it? Okay, so Mr. Licks falls in love with the closeted.
The dad?
Whatever, whoever.
Yeah,
the cousin Vinny.
Well, I already forgot
My cousin Vinny.
What was it? Just family yogurt, frozen yogurt?
You blend. Yeah.
Is it just family frozen yogurt? I forgot the name.
I don't know.
It's so
What about
bland.
me familia?
Yeah, me familia.
Me Familia?
Frozen yogurt.
Oh, man. Yeah, if it's going to be like a mob thing, I feel like there has to be.
Well, just because they're Italian doesn't mean it has to be.
But
a
it
mob
does,
thing.
though.
Well, you're from Buffalo.
If they're
makes
New
sense.
York Italian, that's real mob. And also, this is in like the 30s, right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
set in the
we
30s.
said it. I said 70s
Well,
too.
it's the word that I know how to say, genre.
would be the 30.
So
Oh,
this
that's
would
true.
be
So
in
yeah.
that time period
Prohibition.
of that genre. Yeah.
What if we have prohibition
Say-
but with
say
yogurt?
genre again?
Fucking shit. Jesus Christ.
Would you say genre?
That's a genre.
Okay.
Yeah, genre. That's
He doesn't. That's the part he can't do.
I did it. I said genre.
Genre.
What am I saying that's wrong?
You're saying John, like John.
No, I'm saying genre.
Jean?
How are you saying this?
Genre.
Genre.
There we go.
genre.
Y'all are nitpicking. Go be on a Paul Byron podcast if you want this level of nitpicky. I already have to deal with him on my other show, all right?
Well, I don't have a vest and a pair of pants that don't match, so. I always said
This is this super hyper local.
I always
Atlanta
said,
comedy
I
scene,
always said
so-
Paul Byron looks like he dressed himself like off of 3 corpses. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Oh,
not
he
the
did
same.
though. All of his shit's from like estate sales and thrift stores.
Right.
So
Mix
you're
and
not
matching.
wrong, actually.
Right?
Mixing and matching.
Okay,
Yeah.
so genre, noir.
So,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Noir.
Yeah, so it's like prohibition.
I will say actually that actually
Prohibition.
does kinda fit.
Oh, that's why
Me-
yogurt's so like hopping and
Me Familia.
One of them's sneaking
That's
liquor.
what it's Me Familia.
Yeah.
Because they're New York mobsters.
Yeah.
And so they moved down here. They got too much heat on them.
They got a lot of rum raisin.
Yeah. So yeah, they got a lot of. I got to put high stack. Okay. I think we're cooking too well
we got
right now.
too much. We're cooking the yogurt here.
So look at that. We got a really good this as far as just like a basic premise. Like
I wish there was a timer on every conversation I had that I could look at.
Oh, it's amazing.
Just amazing.
Just starts anytime someone's like, "Can I talk to you?"
Oh, hold on.
Just set one onto your watch.
Yeah.
Like, what? I'll give you about 3.
Yeah.
Give them the
Okay.
light.
Just start lighting. You're like, I'm gonna take a lot of my set, the things I've learned on set, and use them in real life. Would you just light them to their face? You're like, you gotta wrap this up. You're really losing me. here.
Right?
Okay. So this is like 30s. Well, I don't know when Prohibition happened. When was it? 20s?
30s.
Yeah,
30s?
30s.
Yeah.
History is irrelevant. So 30s, Me Familia. They moved down. They're a wholesome family one, but they're really pushing booze. And then Mr. Licks moves in, and I feel like is Mr. Licks also pushing booze through his frozen yogurt, or is it just so good?
Yeah, I think he's pushing a gay agenda more than the booze.
The J agenda.
The
J agenda.
The J
J
agenda. He's got the J
The
agenda.
fucking J agenda.
No.
I'm trying to think. Like one of them should be in it.
No,
just
they
one of
should
them
be playing it straight.
Yeah. One of them's in
They
it
should go
purely.
playing it straight.
The one of them's purely in it for the love of the yogurt.
Yeah.
And the other one, it's a front for their criminal enterprise.
Yeah, so like the Me Familia family, they're like, there's no way they're pushing these kind of numbers without selling hooch on the side.
Someone yells like, "There's no crying in yogurt" or something.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is in it for a little
Yeah.
bit. We'll get Tom Hanks in this.
Guest directing episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
this is a film though.
We could do. This
Noir.
could be.
We haven't. What has been
This
noir
could be a
about this
limited
yet?
series.
just the
HBO.
Prohibition era. I feel.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just like black and white. They talk in a funny.
What if someone's
voice.
murdered at the very beginning of the movie, and then it's like
Ooh.
3 days earlier?
That's
I hate
what we're-
that shit. I fucking hate
That's
that.
what we're trying
Are we
to.
doing-
So it's for
Backtracking.
sure it's
Yeah.
gonna be in this. Then if you hate it that much, it's
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
We start off.
So
with
Tom
a
Hanks.
murder.
We start with. We do
Tom
like
Hanks
a.
dies.
We do like a scream. We do like a scream.
Yeah,
where
we
kill off Drew
promote it.
Barrymore.
We kill
Yeah.
off.
So we kill Tom Hanks.
This is we brought this up before in the last episode or the first episode we did. We killed Cole Sprouse,
okay.
Drew Barrymore style, which is great.
Yeah. Okay.
So we killed Tom Hanks.
You already did it.
No. This is a great.
Okay, what about like Scream 2, Jada Pinkett Smith? Okay, we'll do it that
Yeah, in the movie theater.
way. Yeah.
We'll
but-
just kill somebody.
Yeah.
But Tom Hanks is still dressed like he just came off Road to Perdition.
It starts with him,
Yeah.
walking out the door of his own Familia, because he's the bad guy too, which is Tom
Hanks. Oh,
yeah, we're going against typecasting.
Yeah.
But he walks out, he takes a lick of his yogurt cone. And then dies.
We don't see, we see the lick. He takes a couple of steps. We hear some commotion, and then you're just getting like a shot of just like the feet, and then you see the cone fall down.
Crone?
I corrected myself. I corrected myself. You don't have to jump on it.
I want an ice cream crone. Okay, but go ahead.
That's what they have. They have crones. The fucking cone falls.
Yeah.
And then, so that's like the opening shot. So we don't see the death.
Do we get a full like splat? Of
yeah. And then you see like the body in the background.
But
and
he drops to his knees.
Yeah.
So and then poof.
Boom.
That's the only time you see that it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah. We had to. A lot of the budget's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I do think this would work.
Well, he's in the
well.
movie in the flashback.
I want to pitch, instead of a movie, a limited run HBO series. Like we're talking like 6 episode. I think
Like a Chernobyl.
Yeah,
but
like a
frozen
Chernobyl,
yogurt.
Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Have
we come up with a title yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But we still have 34 minutes.
Okay.
How about Cheer Yogurt?
Cheer Yogurt.
No.
Pretty Little Yogurt?
Yeah.
There you go.
What about Licks Familia?
Oh, I get it.
It's like Licks / Familia, and then so it's like a war of like 2 families, and like set in like the 30s in Miami. There's not a lot of prohibition stuff that you see set in Miami. It usually is up in like New York and Chicago.
Yeah.
And so this one's really good.
We're just
too.
basically doing Boardwalk Empire again, but whatever.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's what all prestige TV is.
Yeah,
They're
that's
like,
true.
do you guys remember the last one we did? Well, hopefully not too well.
I want
'cause
this
we're
to be a
doing it
movie
again.
released to Prime.
You want this to be a movie?
Released to
So
Amazon
you think this
Prime.
is a movie and not a
To
limited
Amazon Prime.
series?
Amazon Prime.
Why do you want? What is
Amazon
your?
They
Prime
put
original?
the shittiest things out.
Do you think this is gonna be bad? You're basing your life off of this pitch here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's fine if you want to shoot for Amazon Prime and not getting on. I guess it's called Max now, actually.
Yeah, Max.
So
Yeah.
now I lost a lot of vigor for it. Honestly.
Amazon Prime original.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime original
Then
film.
I feel like we get Colin Hanks and not Tom Hanks if it's on Prime, though. We
We
pitch for Tom.
What do we have? Chet Hanks too. He's one of the brothers.
Is he the
Yeah.
fuck up one?
Yeah, he's the one who does the Rasta accent a lot.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know he does.
I won't do it right now.
I
I'll do
wasn't-
Sean Patton's
I wasn't
Rasta
asking you
accent.
to do a Rasta accent. I
Doesn't
would like
Sean
to make
Patton
that
do
very clear.
You are like a Jamaican RoboCop or something.
Yeah, I was just surprised he did a Rasta. I wasn't trying to get you to do one.
Okay. Well, okay. So we kill Tom Hanks.
kill Tom Hanks.
Now I'm really excited about this movie.
Yeah.
now I'm into it.
Yeah. Right. And then
Finally, he
who's
gets-
playing Mr. Licks?
Who's playing Mr. Licks?
Is Mr. Licks old or young?
No, let's do. He's hot right now. Let's do. Mandalorian, Last of Us.
Pedro
Pascal.
Pascal.
I feel like that's too on the nose.
He's still like over.
What about Oscar Isaac?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would also pull off Speedo better. No shame to Oscar Isaac, but I feel like
No, Mr. Licks is fully dressed.
It's
It's all the boys that are.
It's
in
all the
Speedo.
boys.
Yeah.
What if we
We're doing
really
this in the
go
30s,
nuts
he's
and
gonna
make
get
it
murdered.
like Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler has a cameo. He's part of the Be Familia.
No, but only as Jill from Jack and Jill. I don't want him. I want him in drag.
Jill from
He's
Jack and
Jill.
He's part of
My Shaboopy or whatever.
yeah. Adam Sandler's in this as Jill.
Yeah.
As just a very small part.
Yeah.
There's like the most of it is a very like tense the genre of film that we discovered to talk about.
It's what you know what it is when Mr. Licks moves in. And he moves in right across the street.
Yeah.
Which the indignity, like they're all like, oh.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but our yogurt,
New York Italian.
yeah,
the yogurt.
Italians, the cannoli.
My yogurt.
But they're watching through the window to see what's going on, and no one's going in there. And then finally, Adam Sandler as Jill walks out with a big cone, and she licks it, and she goes, oh, like has an orgasm, like right on the street. And then they're like, oh, we're in trouble. You know what I mean? Like a gulp.
So that's the only scene that Adam Sandler's Jill's in is just to
Sure.
show
Just
how
to show how
good.
good Mr. Lick's
Yeah,
yogurt is.
yeah.
Okay.
And
That
we-
he does like a full like, oh, this is good ice cream. You know how he does
Yeah.
Jill, like she's such a shrill bitch or whatever.
I've never actually seen Jack and Jill.
Well, you
Oh,
can
no.
picture
I
it,
know the idea.
Well, he
of
plays
it.
twins.
I know. I've seen
Nobody
the
asked for that.
though. You can imagine.
I actually
what it's
think
like.
that he should have to play Jill, like his punishment
this is
for
his
introducing
penance.
Jill into the world. He
So,
should have
okay.
to play her all the time.
And that's really good too, because especially if we're going Amazon, we gotta put in some cameos.
Yeah.
If we're getting Amazon
Yeah, we gotta
original.
beef it
Cat
up.
Williams in there somehow.
We gotta really hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cat Williams is like a friend of Mr. Licks, and like he's the one that like he's like, you gotta move into this new spot. Like you gotta
Yeah.
come to Miami. Your stuff is too good.
Right.
You know, you gotta bring it to America where we have capitalism and not communism, so you can really rake in those bucks. And it's the 30s. No one's doing gay Speedo boys yet here.
Yeah.
So you
So,
gotta do it.
yeah, in 1930, a
Nin-
black guy is going to Cuba
So,
tell
okay.
the Cuban national.
So
to
then
come and do gay Speedo
one of the
boys.
family
Yeah.
members of Mi Familia then goes and gets a job at Mr. Licks to go undercover to steal his recipe.
Oh,
but then they fall in
that's-
love.
Okay.
Who plays the mole
I don't know.
of Mi Familia?
So we need somebody
Good in a
who's
Speedo.
Italian presenting
Italian
in a
presenting, so
Speedo.
white.
Yeah.
And they love spaghetti. And
He loves the
it.
spaghetti,
They love the spaghetti and the
yogurt.
In the
meatball.
audition, it's pretty much going in being like, tell me your favorite deli meat while
Yeah.
Italian
The
hand.
Capicola.
I feel like there's got to be a constant thread
Yeah.
through of
What about
why
the
they don't do
kid?
gelato.
I don't know the name of I don't know the name of
Yeah.
the actor, but the kid in the last season of White Lotus, the one who the hooker is like, oh, all I need is $50,000.
Oh, the
Yeah.
son from White Lotus season 2. I
That
think he would
guy.
actually do. He would do great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to look him up now.
Okay.
Because it was just that guy from the son from White Lotus season
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I just assume that everyone's seen everything I've
No,
seen.
I've seen
you know
one.
what I
It's
mean?
very good.
Yeah.
But we're not pitching HBO anymore, so stop plugging them. We're pitching
Okay.
to Amazon.
Yeah.
But still, he's good. We're gonna get
Okay.
him. He's attractive.
He's attractive, but he also looks nerdy a little
He's
bit.
a little
Okay.
nerdy,
Yeah.
so he'll stand out because
Yeah.
let's just say this: the Cuban Speedo boys, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
even if their frozen yogurt was bad, you're still going there because they are and once again, barely you see a little bit of whole, not a lot, but you do see
Like a tasteful amount.
little tasteful amount of whole. Once again, we really got to bring in the people.
You
from
can really
Amazon.
pronounce the word whole. Oh my gosh.
What is this?
What if the secret is that they're developing a new yogurt hole?
Yeah.
You know, like donut holes.
What
A
if?
yogurt hole.
Yeah. So, White Lotus season 2, Sunman
Yeah.
is like he breaks the case.
Yeah.
I wish I knew who it was.
What's his name? I can't remember.
God damn, if I look him up.
He was in The Order too, which was a terrible Netflix.
It's
like
he
Hogwarts.
was good in it though, and I think he would be great in the role of Lick's Familia.
What's his
Of
name?
the mole.
Yeah.
Like from.
But his name is like Francis or
He's
something.
been in other stuff too.
What's a really Italian name? Like
He's so
G-
Italian.
Gianlucio or something. John Ralphio.
almost there.
Well, that's
Like
from,
John Ralphio.
that's from.
Oh, he's really
He's
low
the
bill.
worst.
I'm having to
He's the
go.
worst.
I'm having to go all the way.
Yeah, he's
over.
like the third lead on the show. You're gonna have to scroll through the whole IMDb.
Yeah. I'm going all the way down. The Audrey Plaza's husband was higher billed than him.
Yeah, I can see
Ugh,
that.
my guy, you gotta get a better agent.
My guy.
Especially if he's memorable enough to remember his
Yeah,
part,
yeah.
but not his name.
Yeah. We're doing great. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking this up. Y'all pitch more ideas, cause I'm not seeing him on here. Maybe he was on the show and we're just all.
So what does Mi Familia do besides try to steal their? Like that's just one of their little plans. What are they?
They're trying to sabotage their operation. They're trying to get information, and I feel like they're trying to bring it down from the inside. So like, White Lotus season 2.
Yeah, they're sending him over there. They want him to find out why everybody's going there and not coming here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about the time. you
It's
know?
about yeah. Yeah. So I think, but I think he needs to realize like, oh wait a minute, maybe my Familia is doing bad because we're pushing. Because once again, there are smuggling alcohol in there.
Yeah, that's right. Mi
So-
Familia.
Were
Yeah,
they smuggling it?
I fucking hate you.
No. You didn't say it. You said smuggling. Great.
They're smuggling alcohol in there. They're doing through the yogurt. They're doing the booze.
what
yogurt.
if they're smuggling it in from Cuba, where the other guy is from?
Yeah.
and he knows a little too much.
Of course, in the 30s, we just had free trade with Cuba. It really
That's
wasn't-
true. Yeah,
It's not as exciting.
yeah.
Well, we don't have to do. We don't have to
Cat
know
Williams
that.
is just
We
going
don't have
back
to
and
know
forth.
that level of research.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think we're
Adam
overthinking.
DeMarco.
Okay.
Is this guy. He actually looks. Yeah, he would definitely do well
Yeah,
as
okay.
Yeah.
as Italian. So Adam DeMarco. That's our. Is he our? So I guess he's who we're following through this, right? Then.
I would. Yeah, I mean, if
Because I feel
we're-
like Oscar Isaac is more a supporting actor role as the head of as
Mr. Licks.
Felix as Mr.
as
Licks.
Mr.
Yeah.
Lex.
And then I'm sure there's probably like a divide between Adam and his father,
His own family, yeah,
his
for
own,
sure.
because New York mob, they're very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like he's seeing like not
Let's give him. We'll call him Luca. His name is
Luca.
Yeah.
Luca.
there we go. So Luca,
He lives
Yeah.
on the second floor.
He does live on the second floor.
He lives upstairs from me.
okay, so
You've probably
Luca,
heard him before, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Loud kid.
Luca
Real discipline.
gets
problem.
in
Yeah.
gets in with Mr. Licks, and then he's starting to see that they have like a clean operation, everything's going well,
Right.
And seeing that they actually all are, even though Mi Familia tries to say that it's all about the family,
Yeah.
but then he realizes that Mr. Licks, he loves his boys like sons.
Yeah.
Not sons though, because I feel like Mr.
Chosen
Licks
family.
probably fucks a lot of
Chosen family.
yeah,
He's a
chosen family.
Yeah.
But treats them like sons.
well,
without
Mr. Licks is a groomer for sure. I mean,
Yeah, this isn't
Yeah.
the 30s. There's not.
Yeah.
But we
it was
don't.
a different time.
It's
time.
implied, but we don't do a lot. We don't
But
show a lot.
we'll
of the,
show Tom Hanks's character.
We're not going to vilify
So
it.
at the Mi Familia,
Mm-hmm.
everyone who's scooping the ice cream is a young, pretty girl that Tom Hanks is then
Oh.
touching and feeling
So
up.
Tom Hanks is the lead of Mi Familia,
Yeah.
and Luca's his son.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Even though Tom Hanks doesn't look Italian at all, he'll
Yeah,
do.
He's a
he
big
can
enough-
play
He's gonna
everything.
do,
Yeah.
but he's gonna do an Italian accent. It's gonna be terrible.
I bet Tom Hanks would. I'd kill it as
Oh sure,
It's going to be it's a me.
it's
Tom
me,
Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
yeah, it's. He does what Chris Pratt should have done as Mario,
Right.
Which is lean in so hard
Yeah.
to Italian
Right.
Yeah,
stereotypes.
yeah.
And it'll
Every
be very
scene-
endearing.
Every
Yep.
scene Tom Hanks is in, outside of the one where he dies, he's like spitting a fork in some spaghetti,
Yeah.
or like eating veal.
He should be spinning a fork in some yogurt. It's like he's
It's
twirling
still
it.
spinning up like spaghetti noodles.
He's
But we need a
spinning
shot
his-
of him
spinning his yogurt.
standing behind. So we get a front shot of them behind the counter, and he's standing next to one of the girls as she's scooping ice cream. And then we get a shot behind the counter where he's got his hand up her skirt or
Yeah.
whatever. So we get an idea. What
Also,
a creep!
a
What
wild
a
role
creep!
for Tom Hanks to
Yeah.
play,
Yeah.
which is a villain and a pervert and someone doing sexual assaults.
Right?
Really, really.
And he licks
trying-
his fingers after he touches it.
Ugh,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Just back to that really quickly though. You know how like when people spin their stuff on like a spoon?
Yeah.
I feel like that you could really make that look like, oh, he's trying to
I
like
think every
twirl
time,
it.
because we see him die in the beginning, and then we see him a lot. But I think that, like every time we see him again, he's doing more Italian food style stuff with frozen yogurt. Like at one point, he's just pushing like fruits and like custard into like the thing where you like grind
Oh, the
out
grind- yeah, the
sausages.
meat grinder.
And it's like just grinding out fucking frozen yogurt.
They hand out the yogurt and he's like cracks some pepper onto it.
Shaving Parmesan.
Yeah, shaving Parmesan cheese over it. It's this very Olive Garden style frozen yogurt.
Yeah, well, this is New
All
York,
the yogurt,
New York
all the
Italian.
yogurt,
Yeah.
all the yogurt comes with bottomless breadsticks. Everyone walks out with a cone and a breadstick.
He's just dipping frozen yogurt into like olive oil.
Garlic knots. Oh man.
It should be all. This should be a montage with his voiceover going, things were good at me, Familia. We ran the yogurt in this city and a little something on the side. And then it's just him
This is
eating.
definitely one of those movies where we do a really bad job at it. And then after we send in the first edit, they're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. We have to put a narrator in, even though it would be very obvious. We didn't plan to have a narrator in this. And so Tom Hanks narrates the whole thing.
Yeah. When you're here, you're familiar.
It could be,
Luca
what if it was narrated by a character we don't know who it is until the end, and it's the killer?
Who's the killer?
I don't know. We got
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Shit.
What
lives are on the
We
line.
got 20 minutes before y'all are cubed like Resident Evil. I guess me too, maybe.
I don't know.
Okay,
What if... Okay, go ahead.
So wraps up. So war between the two of them. Luca goes.
Yeah.
He's trying to not only break their operation down from the inside, but get any secrets.
Then he falls in love instead.
Realizes they're just on the up and up. Oh, he for sure falls in love with one of the yogurt boys. The
Mr. Lick.
No,
he falls in love with Mr. Lick.
Yeah.
This time it's real.
He's trying to look for.
He's looking through all the yogurt boys.
He doesn't have the love of a father, so he looks for it in the father figure.
Yeah, even though Tom Hanks is his father.
Yeah, even though Tom Hanks. When this Tom Hanks isn't Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is very against type. Not
What is
playing the loving
What is Tom
man.
Hanks' name?
Tom
What
Hanks.
about no? What about like
Tama Hanks.
Tama Hanks.
Okay,
It's
Tama Hanks.
Tama Hanks.
Okay,
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
Weirdly enough,
Familia.
he fought for that.
Tama Hanks.
He fought for Tama Hanks.
Well, they wrote the role for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look out, Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
This could be good enough for Tubi, I think. Tubi.
Tubi?
I think Tubi's better than Amazon. You're like, fuck Amazon. We might pitch this bad more than Tubi.
I watch Tubi way more than I watch Amazon.
Yeah, I do. And Tubi is free, but Amazon is free with my phone.
Yeah.
Like, it's my phone plan. I get Amazon for free. So I don't know if that's worse.
Okay. So Tama Hanks, bad dad to Luca. Luca goes, ends up falling in love with Mr. Licks.
He sends him. He sends his only son.
He sends his only son.
His only son into
and then he sees how Mr.
to
Licks
the enemy
treats-
camper.
He's just grinding yogurt.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the camper of the enemy.
It's a monkey grinding the yogurt. There's a little
Little
monkey.
monkey grinder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
So he goes to steal the secret.
Yeah, goes still.
Falls in love, learns what a real family is.
Yeah.
Some other lesson, a third lesson.
I
And then Tom Hanks realizes that his son, Luca Hanks, is not
Which actually works out really well
Yeah,
for naming
it does.
conventions.
but he finds out that Luca has been tasting
Tasting Mr.
Mr.
Licks.
Licks.
tasting more than the yogurt.
Yeah, tasting more of the yogurt. So he's like, okay, well, we're going to sabotage a batch of their yogurt. And he gives him something. He says it's a laxative, but it's really poison.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to put it into...
They're coming out with like a new flavor.
Yeah, and he's gonna put it. It's like a commemorative for the Jubilee or something.
Yeah.
Flavor, because like the city has gotten behind Mr. Licks, even though it's a bunch of gay debauchery. They're all like, we love it.
Well,
We love this.
Yeah.
I got it.
So then Luca's supposed to put the poison in the batch, but he thinks it's a laxative, but it's really truly poison and it'll kill everybody. And then Mr. Licks' life will be ruined. But then at the end, you realize that he put it in the batch at his own family's, and that's he goes out licking the ice cream cone like to watch the demise of his rival. But he realizes that
And then Luca has this like
and then
whole
Luca like
speech
is in
to
the
his
window.
dad.
No, he's in the window and he just flashes his butthole at him. And
I learned this from Mr. Licks and his yogurt boys.
Lick it,
The
daddy.
yogurt boys.
Well, I think not this. He doesn't have a speech to his dad, but like him, I think the big scene is like Tama Hanks talking to Luca Hanks and being like, you gotta choose family over this. I know you've fallen in love with that man over
He's
there.
eating a frozen yogurt lasagna.
Layering the frozen yogurt to make lasagna.
Just spaghetti and frozen yogurt.
His very old, somehow still alive. And here's the thing: Tom Hanks, not Italian. The woman we get to play his mother, so Italian.
Yeah. Okay.
She's just a loaf of bread.
Overly.
She's just
a loaf of bread.
Italian bread.
Yeah, she's just an Italian.
Yeah.
Italian bread.
It's Martin Scorsese's mom that's in all of his movies.
Just Martin Scorsese.
we get so that's where Luca's like Luca and Tom
Mama
Hanks
Scorsese.
have like the
Scorsese.
big back and forth where it's like he's like, "Are you gonna choose Mr. Licks or are you gonna choose family?"
Yeah.
And then Luca's like, "I'm gonna choose family," which we think, "Oh, he's about to betray
Exactly.
Mr. Licks," but no.
Yeah.
It is his chosen family.
There's
Yeah.
even a scene where he takes his Speedo
Yeah.
and throws it on the fire.
Yeah.
Like you think he's
Right.
cast in with his family forever. Yeah.
And that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got.
That's a good one.
Actually, this is a pretty good pitch. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Now we
It's
just need to
got-
flesh out these characters and give it a title.
Yeah. Oh no, I think. Okay, so the working title was Licks Familia.
Yeah, Licks Familia.
We can
Yeah.
change it up. We got. I mean, I will say we got more of a solid idea with 15 minutes to go than. So far, you guys have a real good chance of living, I think.
Well, do we have
Gay's hot
do we
right
have like
now.
a B story of any kind?
We do need a little B story.
yeah, we do need a
Yeah.
beast.
Well, I don't think Adam Sandler's Jill, which is still in.
Yeah.
That's still for sure.
Well, first of all, we don't
That's
have
not a B
we don't
story.
even have a single female character. Well, Jill and Mama
And Mama Familia.
and Mama Scorsese.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mama
if
Hanksa.
we're basing
Mama
this
Hanksa.
Martin Scorsese style, that's more than most of his films have
Okay.
for. Okay, let's.
Noir.
What is?
We need like a femme fatale.
We do need a femme fatale.
I feel like we were so quick to give Tom Hanks only one son.
What if I was?
Oh, okay. Well, I
where
said
we
my only
could-
son just as a.
We
Yeah.
could give Mr.
Well, he can
Licks-
say my only son, and then the other sons are there going, "What about us?"
Or a
Daddy?"
daughter. Like
Yeah.
Could give Mr. Licks a daughter.
we need a bad like Sofia Coppola kind of daughter.
Or do we want to? I guess it would make more sense if it's a Mi Familia daughter, since we're more focusing on the Mi Familia family, like trying to get into the.
What's
Mr.
the
Licks.
antithesis of frozen yogurt?
Ice cream?
No, that's a better version of frozen.
That's just,
Yeah, that's a
just
better version.
What's the opposite of frozen yogurt?
Garlic bread.
Oh my God! Okay, so Mr. Licks has a daughter that wants to open up a garlic bread stand, and he's like, "We're a yogurt family." So he even has his own.
But
like,
it doesn't
Oh,
make
so
any
like-
sense.
I don't want people to think you're a dirty Italian. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he's like self-hating
yeah.
about
Well,
it.
no. It's
No,
not,
this is Mr. Licks.
This is Mr. Licks.
Oh,
The Cuban
okay.
guy
This-
hates
Mr. Licks doesn't
Italians.
want anyone to think his
Okay.
daughter is Italian.
And
Okay.
also in this climate,
And
still
what is her
really fine to
name?
do anti-Italian stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
well, but back then
great.
people were like, Italians are.
Oh, I
gross.
mean now in
Yeah.
2024,
Sure.
we can put out a film where the Italians are bad people just because they're Italians.
Yeah.
No one's gonna get mad at us because they're just white people.
Yeah.
So we're in the
Right.
clear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is New York Italian too.
Yeah.
So Mr. Licks'
Which is not even
daughter
Italian.
wants to. And so I think the B plot is, unbeknownst to Luca, Tom Hanks has been taking Mr. Licks' daughter under his wing
Yeah.
to show her the way of Italian bread making, due to the fact his mother is a loaf of bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a loaf of.
What if she's the one who ends up swapping the poisons?
Oh,
Yeah,
the daughter
that's
does.
Luca actually does try to put the poison, but she swaps it.
Oh, because Luca thought it was
Crisscross,
just a
crisscross.
laxative.
Yeah.
I do kind of like Luca.
And then it turns out she's the narrator just doing a Tom Hanks impression.
And what if the
It was
daughter?
me the whole
I love how
time.
confusing this just got.
Yeah, we really
I
added
ruined
a
it.
little spice
Okay, I
to it,
ruined
and
it.
it
I
got
ruined
out
it.
of
This is
control.
great, though.
If we add Aubrey Plaza as the daughter,
Yeah.
and then we just kind of subtly say that it's
She would actually. She could
something
totally,
to do with White Lotus, but it isn't.
And her name is Minestrone.
We're just using
Or no,
their popularity to make our show
what's a
better.
good name for
Wait,
her?
really? That's what. See, I feel like we submitted the pitch,
Rigatoni.
and then they were like, "There's no women in this other than Adam Sandler's Jill and a loaf of bread."
And a loaf of bread named Mrs. Scorsese.
Mama Scorsese.
Mama Scorsese. You need a female character, so then we're really shoving this B plot. So this is the weird thing. You never really see Luca and Minestrone in the same scenes together, because we just got Tom Hanks in
and
the
it's
loaf
like
of bread
sleepaway
bag
camp.
just to shoot
Yeah.
with Aubrey Plaza
Yeah.
for the pickup scenes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why this is so confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that we for sure shot most of the movie, realize no women in it.
And we crammed a B.
And we crammed a B plot, and like Aubrey Plaza's under some kind of contract. with
crammed
either,
a bee pot in a
Yeah.
yogurt hole.
Aubrey Plaza's in like some kind of contract with either Amazon or Tubi, whichever we sell it to, where she's contractually obligated to do X amount of pictures. So she does this, and it's like Dan DeVito season 2 of Always Sunny style,
Yeah.
where she's like, we shoot this in 2 days, and then I'm done. I'm like, shit, we gotta go.
Yeah.
At one point, you can tell that it's just Tom Hanks' stand-in, and like frontal on him, we get a couple of shots. We're like, we gotta go. Okay, great.
Yeah. That's all the guys that stood in for Brandon Lee. Like,
We got anything? I mean, we got. This is tight. This is a good film.
What's the name of it again?
Tight pitch.
It was Licks Familia, but we can switch that up. That was my pitch for the working title.
What about Yogurt Wars? The Licks Familia story.
The Licks Familia story.
I
still
how
like
much
when you're
worse
here, you're
that is.
familia.
Yeah. Sounds familiar?
Sounds familiar. That's great.
Which also is even better because it has very little to do. And it does feel like something a producer would come in and be like, this title doesn't work. Sounds familiar. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What about King of Cone?
Are they on cones? I thought they were in cups this whole time.
Well, that's you said cone earlier. You said Tom Hanks had dropped a cone.
What do they serve frozen yogurt in? Is it just the cups? Or don't they have the little... Or is that just
Anything
ice?
I think he
serve ice
pronounced
cream
it Keon, so I didn't know.
Oh, did you remember that, Ian? Did you put that in your little vault to bring back up?
I want an ice cream
Oh
cone.
my god.
A cone.
Payne's a lucky man. Yeah.
Payne has excellent diction, so
Oh, I'm glad you married him and not me.
and he has an excellent dick. So.
Oh,
bam.
congratulations.
Bam.
I'll clip this and send it to Payne. Like Ian's been talking.
He
about
knows. He
how
knows.
great that dick is.
He can wait until he sees the premiere of the show.
Yeah. Of the movie.
Do we live? Do
The
we
movie.
die?
Well, see, what happens at the movie premiere
What's the trailer?
is we play. This is
Like,
this
no,
hour-long podcast is the trailer for
no,
the
but
movie.
but like in a world where yogurt is king.
Yeah. Also, Prohibition's happening.
Prohibition is also
During
kind
Prohibition.
of a backdrop to it.
One man sets out to shake up Miami Beach.
And
in
it's Oscar
19
Isaac.
Oscar Isaac is
Mr. Licks. Yeah.
How many licks does it take?
Oh.
Just one, Mr. Licks.
Does
Mr.
this have
Licks.
any...
Maybe it should just be called Mr. Licks.
Yeah. Or
But-
like the
but it-
majestic Mr. Licks.
The unstoppable.
Mr. Licks and his boys.
Unstoppable.
Mr.
But see,
Licks.
but Mr. Licks is a bit misleading because this does focus more on Mi Familia,
Yeah.
and Mr. Licks is more of like the side story
Yeah.
of coming in and threatening Mi Familia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Prohibition is happening. Not a central point. We don't really push a lot that they are selling boozy.
Well, because it's
frozen
Miami
yogurt.
Beach and everybody's just cutting loose. And
I don't
Yeah.
think they do a lot of laws down in Miami.
Yeah, I don't think they have laws.
So, especially in the 30s, I feel like back then a lot more lax. They were
Yeah.
too busy. That's why Tom Hanks moved
Have
down
you ever
to Miami.
seen, what is it called? The Birdcage?
Yeah.
Back then it was just sand and Jews. That's one of the Oh, Robin Williams. Okay,
such a good
but
one.
okay.
That was the first Robin Williams we watched after he died. And then I made the mistake of watching Greatest Dad in the World afterwards. I was like, oh, that one was way too dark.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
go. Should have done something else.
Get a little Patch Adams going.
Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Licks,
Uh huh.
what was yours?
Oh, no.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar.
No, that was.
That was one.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Or there
I
was
do-
Yogurt Wars,
Yogurt Wars.
which I do feel
The
like
Licks Familia
if this
story.
gets put on Amazon, they would push for Yogurt Wars, the Licks Familia story.
Yeah, Saga.
Saga. Ooh.
Yeah.
If there's a sequel, that's going to be out of control.
Which and it just follows one of the yogurt boys
Yeah.
that we see in like scene.
Yeah.
That just has one line of Mr. Licks telephone call.
Well, one of
Like,
those yogurt boys went on to start TCBY.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a legacy.
There we go.
And one of them went to Carvel.
So that's good.
And one of them was named literally Baskin Robbins.
Yeah,
When they
it's
got
the
married, it was a
Baskin.
gay.
God damn it,
It was a
Baskin
gay.
Robbins.
It was a gay
Yeah.
couple. There was Baskin Robbins, and they got married.
The Baskin Boys.
And
Yeah.
they like go to Mr. Licks in one scene. They're like, "What if we just did
Ice cream.
ice cream?" He's like, "Get out of
Get
here!
out of here!
Put your speedos in the back. Return your speedos.
We
in the
ferment
bag."
things here.
Yeah.
we like it curdled, boy.
That's yeah.
Boy. I don't know who talks with a southern accent, but
Yeah, it's a weird choice from Oscar
ah,
Isaac
Mr. Licks.
as a Cuban
Come
immigrant
get some of
to
this
only
wholesome
speak in
Cuban
a
yogurt.
thick Southern accent.
I feel like it's a challenge for all the actors involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and here's the thing: We have a no-name director attached to this. I think we get
Okay.
like 3 directors throughout.
First time.
Also, though, unfortunately, our movie does not pass the Bechdel test.
No, because we didn't have a woman in it
Well,
for the
we
first
could.
cut.
We
Yeah,
got
for a
6
while.
minutes. We could have. We
The
could.
loaf of bread and minestrone speak.
Yeah, Minestrone and Jill
Oh, wait,
and Adam Sandler's Jill.
Wait.
We were really trying to force another Jill scene.
why?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: why is her name Minestrone if she misses Mr. Lix's daughter?
Oh, that she picked that name.
Oh,
Yeah,
so this is.
yeah,
She chose her own.
Yeah.
So she has a real name, but she's like, Dad, you know it's Minestrone now.
yeah.
Like Indiana
her name,
Jones.
her real name is Mofongo, but she goes by Minestrone.
That's Puerto Rican.
It's a Puerto Rican suit.
That's fair. There
Yeah.
we go. Still food-based, luckily.
Yeah.
I don't want to be named after Puerto Rican food, Dad. I want to be named after Italian.
I told you my name's Minestrone.
It's Minestrone now, but
Yeah.
it's like it's Aubrey Plaza, so it's still very.
Yeah, she wants.
Maybe
to
it's
switch
even
sides.
Minestrone, just to like keep it like
Minestrone.
the way you pronounce it, probably.
Fuck off, Jesus Christ!
Oh my gosh, you're really itching to get killed by the host.
Oh, I'm ready to die.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I don't really think Adam Sandler as Jill and Minestrone talking is gonna pass the Bechdel test.
What if though it's about yogurt? Because it's the
I
Bechdel
do
test
get what you're
is that they
saying.
don't talk about men.
I do get what you're saying, but I feel like
It doesn't have to move the plot
it's
forward.
still very obviously just Adam Sandler as Jill. I guess technically
She could have yogurt farts, and
There we go.
Minestrone's
I mean,
like,
this is-
"Would you like some garlic bread?" And she's like, "Garlic bread? That's the last thing I need," or something like that.
Soak up the farts.
Yeah.
Like, what is the garlic bread?
But Minestrone's answer to everything is garlic bread. You know what I mean?
Also, we only had Adam Sandler on for a day, and we had to bring Aubrey Plaza in for pickup shots. So I don't really
It's a Zoom call. They do it over a Zoom call.
in the 30s. They're like, we're getting interviewed about the movie, and they're like, could you explain to me? Could you explain to me the scene where Minestrone and Adam Sandler, not even in the full makeup, just the Jill wig,
Yeah.
still shaved, like unshaved beard,
Like Uncut Jewel.
Yeah, like uncut gems, Adam Sandler in a Jill wig. Talk about farting and how garlic bread's good for it. And we're like, well, have you heard of the Bechdel test?
Yes. And there's a lot of house music in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, especially with Mr. Licks. It's like,
Constant.
oh, yeah.
I guess that's where we could have had the swing dancing.
No, we have 3 minutes left. We can't add in other prompts.
Throw in other
You're
elements.
like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, we forgot about the heist.
What if it turns out that the whole time Mr. Licks was a ghost, like a Sixth Sense reveal?
That'd be great.
This movie's really falling apart in the third act.
No, this is in the first act.
You find out he's a ghost, and then
Then they backtrack it.
6 months earlier, and then Tom Hanks dies. Six
do-
months earlier.
We just keep. Most of the movie is flashbacks.
Yeah.
The whole movie technically takes place over about 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
then a lot
It's
of
like
flashbacks.
Memento. But a frozen yogurt
2 weeks ago.
2
rivalry.
weeks ago.
2 cones ago.
There we go. The yogurt is melting backwards, like where it eventually gets back to normal.
I do my one thing, and I'll walk from the project if we don't agree on this.
You're out.
That every time Tom Hanks is on screen, except for his death, we do have to see him doing Italian food preparation style for frozen yogurt. I'm very
And we have to hear some kind of like Godfather-esque music
I'm
in the background.
I'm so
Yeah.
attached to that.
Yeah.
We can make him a ghost. We can add in the Zoom call.
No, Tom Hanks isn't a
No,
ghost.
I'm saying we can make
very real.
Mr. Licks the ghost.
Yeah.
We can add in the Zoom call to pass the Bechdel test. We can shove in a
What if-
shitty B plot.
What if they're all ghosts?
Yeah.
Then what's the reveal?
That this is like
That we
their,
just didn't
this
mention.
is their hell or
and like
heaven.
at the very end of
like
their
it's
ghost,
the good place.
At the
It's
very
like
end
the
of
good
they're like,
place.
oh, and by the way, this doesn't matter because we're already dead. We're all ghosts.
They're the ones making all the frozen yogurt in the good place.
We zoom out and we see
That's the tie-in.
we zoom out and we see the sign that just says Ghost Miami, where all good place yogurt comes from.
Yeah,
And then boom, we're on CISO.
yeah. I mean, look at that.
CISO.
CISO. Oh, Okay.
I know Peacock is out, but they're like, Cecil will pick this up.
No, we were
Part
going
of the
for
distribution.
Amazon.
Part of the distribution deal is a time machine. You can send
Oh,
it.
we were going for Amazon. We got shot down. So we're
What
going.
Amazon didn't even
what
take
thing was got us out of Amazon?
The lady
Mama
that was just a
Scorsese?
loaf of bread.
Mama Scorsese.
Mama Scorsese. They wanted it to be more about her, and then
What's that?
Here's the thing:
Simon and Garfunkel song.
a couple
Mama
of
Scorsese?
pigeons got on set. They ate Mama Scorsese,
Yeah.
so we're like, we actually can't reshoot with her. We can't add more in. So Amazon passed
Okay.
on that. Tubi
1
passed.
minute.
So we're on Seesaw.
I don't think Tubi can pass.
Yeah.
I think they just.
Well,
I think you just
No,
kind
I
of put it
believe
on.
it.
I
to
went
take
over.
everything.
I went over
Yeah.
my bandwidth for the month, so I can't upload it to
Okay,
Tubi.
can't upload it.
I just can't upload it.
You spent
So,
too much
okay,
time fighting off bad reviews.
There's going to be like a single associated with the movie. Who sings it?
Adam Sandler. He gets back into music for this.
Okay. I was going to
does-
say like
he never
Kesha.
left.
Who?
Like Kesha.
Kesha's good.
Yeah.
Very doesn't fit it at all.
And
I
it'll be
feel-
called Hot Licks. No, it'll be the song they play. Like when we see all the gay boys serving up the.
Actually, yeah, Kesha doing a gay Speedo theme song about.
That's what it's called, Gay Speedo theme song. But
By Kesha.
yeah.
Gay Speedo theme song.
All right, and once again, a no-name director that we're gonna push it on them if,
AI.
if it fails.
We'll have AI
we're
director.
AI director.
directed by AI.
Yeah.
Directorial debut.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, 7 seconds to spare. I think we got Yogurt Wars.
I'd like to thank my manager,
Nailed
my
it.
husband, drugs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we got to run it up we got to run it up the ladder now. So let's see if this is just the representation. Let's see if the shark likes it. He likes it. So we're gonna run it up the ladder now. That's how we do it on the
That
show.
was pretty arbitrary. Okay.
Yeah.
Just decided.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. This is if we decide if I want to run it up the ladder.
Oh,
to
okay.
the
So you're
producer.
happy with it.
No, the shark.
You're like the executive producer.
No, this shark is real. It's part
Okay.
of the show.
Yeah.
It's not a gimmick.
Okay.
The fans
The producer.
love
Oh,
this
yeah.
producer shark
Production quality.
that I don't have a name for, and I did spend
Sharky.
$5 on it.
Sharky the Shark?
He doesn't like that.
Sharpay?
Maybe. He's split on that one.
Yeah.
All right, anyway,
Wow.
so that's been Riff Tank. Y'all give us some plugs again. Where can people find you and follow you? Go ahead, Greg.
At Gregular Comedy on everything, and if you go to a stand-up show in Atlanta, I'll be there.
He's at all of them.
Everyone.
You can find me at Aber Comedian on everything. And I do a show every second and fourth Thursday at Sister Louisa's Church at 10 o'clock. It's a free show. It's called Holy Shit Show. And it is a lot of fun.
All right, great. Yeah, and I'm Joel Ruiz. I run the Do You Validate network of the show. What? What do you want? I hate you so
I want
much.
some Ruiz's pieces.
He wants you to pronounce things correctly.
That's never gonna fucking happen. So good luck holding your breath there. Yeah. So this show, I have a bunch of other shows, actual plays, critical bits, audio road show, soon to be launched, SS Bad Ship, and I also have a soon to be coming out Riverdale Fancast show called Jingle Jangle. Yeah, and go follow us at Do You Validate on all the socials. And if you want to become a patron, you can submit prompts to this show that we will use, maybe make fun of. Sorry, Luca.
We named the character after Luca, though.
Yeah.
And then but also thank you to Luca because we'll die by cubing Resident Evil style. If they don't like this. And I would like to say thank you to our two executive producers, Andrew Harper and Blue Rider, as well as our two associate producers, Luke Holt and Beerus. Y'all helping keeping the lights on over here at the Do You Validate studio. And that has been all for Riff Tank. I'm going to go run this up the ladder and see if we're going to die or not. So hopefully these two can see their husband and wife again. I have no one waiting for me at home, so...
That's a shame.
That's a shame.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.